Big injury news ahead of the biggest game in world football. And yes, I'm going that extreme on back to fog football. And we've got some serious injury news to talk about. First half, Celtic. Second half, Rangers. Let's talk about Celtic first. Cameron Carter-Vickers is out. Looks like he's out until after the winter break. I, for one, did not want Rangers to be taking on the main man, Carter-Vickers. I think Carter-Vickers and Scale has been a really good partnership this season for Celtic. And who's going to have to come in at the back? Stephen Welsh. I will eat that up every day of the week. But the problem with this is, guys, from a Rangers perspective, we laughed. We chuckled to ourselves at the first Old Firm this season between these two when it was Lagerbielke and Scales, and we ended up with egg on our face. Because that was a total and utter disaster for Rangers that day. I mean, that 1-0 on him. You know what, right? That was one of the worst games of football I've ever seen. Now, I wouldn't have cared if Rangers won, but Jesus Christ. I mean, this Old Firm coming up, it cannot be any worse than that. Clement has got Rangers playing much better than what Beale had is doing. As for Celtic, I mean, I don't think they're that good under Rodgers. I mean, I think they definitely played better for spells against Livingston and against Dundee. They probably one of the better performances of the season, but Carter-Vickers being out means they're going to be weak at the back, and I think even with Carter-Vickers, it's not been his best season because I think Scales has been the best centre back this season for Celtic. Although I would much rather, by the way, have Carter-Vickers out than Scales out. But who knows, guys? Rio Atai and Lila Bata, they could be featuring. Of course, there's all that controversy around Lila Bata. We'll have to wait and see what sort of reception he'll get back at Celtic Park. Of course, we've seen Near Bitten getting into it with Celtic fans around October 7th and all that. So, here, we'll have to see what happens with Lila Bada. But let's move into the Rangers end, as Philip Clement confirms that Connor Goldson has trained ahead of the clash with Celtic tomorrow. However, he will wait until tomorrow to make a decision whether or not he's fit enough to play. And this is massive, right? Like, as much as I think Connor Goldson has been a part of, the serial loser brigade at Rangers for a number of years, it doesn't change the fact he's our best centre-back. Well, I would maybe put Balogun as our best centre-back right now. But, Goldson's been consistently there for 5 years, and I think he is massive because I just have no faith in Ben Davies. Suter, I want to have so much faith in John Suter. I thought we got such a player in Suter, but whether it be injuries or just letting us down in recent years or, games. I mean, look at the Old Firm at Parkhead last season. Him and Ben Davies, man. It was a who's who of who's the pitchiest player on the fucking pitch. Honestly, without their mistakes, we'd have won. And, hopefully Connor Goldson will be fit. So, big issues at centre-back for both clubs, but maybe Rangers is going to be looking a wee bit better tomorrow. But that's where we're going to leave this video, guys. Carter-Vickers out, Connor Goldson in. Big news. It's a big game, man, honestly. If Celtic win, the momentum, I say if Celtic win, if Rangers win, the momentum either side, is massive. A draw kind of keeps things the same, but what team benefits more from a draw? Obviously Rangers, because if Rangers are getting a draw away from home, and it means if they draw and they win their 2 games in hand, we go top of the league no matter what. So for me, it's going to be a very intriguing match. Cannot wait for it. There's going to be more content tonight about the match, and there's going to be an epic amount of content tomorrow because I've got a feeling it's going to be explosive.